My name is Mia, and I'm here to talk about all the things that I put the work in for my film while answering the question of how does my product engage with audiences and how would it be distributed as a real media text. My product, which is an opening sequence, was the product of an accumulation of opinions taken from my audiences via different methods such as Instagram comments, a whole questionnaire, and primary interviews which I conducted on campus in my college. The process of involving audience opinions and demands in the creation process of my film helped me feel comfortable with aligning my vision with external demands of audiences. It was even reaffirming in some aspects of my creative vision, allowing me to feel more comfortable instead of thinking that I was thinking too outside of the box. Through my questionnaire, I found that people in my audience were ranging from mostly the teenage, which is why I made a lot of my decisions based on that age frame. Like in terms of marketing, I went for marketing on newer social media platforms instead of older ones because I knew that my audience was on those platforms and I would be able to reach them that way easily. Similarly, through my questionnaire, I was able to find out that the gender of my main lead character does not matter too much, as much to my audience as I thought it would. However, it was still one of the most significant aspects of my film. So I was really working on emphasizing that while also remembering that I can put that energy towards other elements of my film because that does not matter as much to my audience. Similarly, this questionnaire was actually really helpful in terms of making some of the most aesthetic choices about my film. I was really able to deduce how much gore I could play around with in terms of a visual element and how much of it my audience was really comfortable with. Of the involvement of my audience in the pre-production part of my film, it only started the new beginning with marketing. Marketing is the most important aspect for me because I knew that I wanted my film to reach a diverse audience while also simultaneously translating my message and delivering upon my vision. So for that reason, I researched into the most used social media platforms and I found that Instagram was the most used amongst my age-wise audience demographic. And so I opted to make an Instagram account marketing my film with posters and teaser. The comments and the positive reception of that film made me realize that I had made the right decision and I reached my audience, which was actually really reaffirming and made me excited to work on my film and release it even more than I already was. Similarly, for conventions of distribution and marketing, I'm not a powerhouse production house, so I knew that I had to refer to the institution that I'd researched in the beginning of the course, which was A24. I researched the way that they have become a powerhouse in the stylistic and aesthetic and visual elements of the horror and thriller genre, and I really wanted to incorporate that in my film. Similarly, how they market their films with posters and teasers and trailers, I wanted to do that as well. And upon posting my teaser, I received this comment which made me extremely excited because people were picking up on my usage of these conventions and it made me feel really accomplished in my goal of delivering. As for treating my film like a real media text, I knew that incorporating references and ideas from previous directors that actually work on real films on a larger scale was essential. The director that I researched was Reema Khapte, and Reema Khapte's work is one of my reference films for my movie. And Khapte's approach to casting often reflects her commitment to strong storytelling and character design, which is something that really is emphasized in my film. And I really wanted to cast somebody that would be able to take and really own the character of Noor and translate all of her personality into the footage. Similar to the casting process, Khapte's process of involving camera work and all of her conventions in terms of angled shots was also something that I took inspiration from and I used in my film with various close-up shots. Involving Khapte's conventions into my work, involving A24's practices into my work has all really helped me treat my AS opening sequence like a real media text and really portray my message and translate it the way I wanted it to for my audience. And I'm really glad that I can be super proud of the outcome and that people are really recognizing the work that I'm referencing.